defending champion on 133. Bar going to 100, well, staying on 135 for Butch. Interestingly, this would keep him in second place because he's heavier than Césaire of Turkey. But most importantly, it keeps him right there amongst the major contenders. But just makes you wonder whether he couldn't have taken a kilo or so more. But that is way better. 135. That's 5 kilos up on what he achieved in Beijing in the first half of that Olympic competition 2 years ago. New mark, and coming back from that hamstring injury that ruled him out for the whole of last season. This is a different athlete, a different man. Confidence is there, feeling good. And cheers, tell you, it's the hometown boy, Macedonia, 136 kilos to take him from where he is now, 5th into first place. But this is a 5 kilo increase, 136. Well, I haven't seen him in this sort of territory for something like 3 years when he was runner-up in the Europeans. Did 134 on that occasion. So this is a big ask, I think. Well, asked and answered. And arguably the best of the three. And Belarus have another man contending for medals. It's not over yet, still 3 lifts to come. But for me, Randy, that was the best of the 3.
Yeah, you know, I think we're getting a real good lesson here in how to snatch well. And the thing about snatching is no matter how heavy the weight is, if you're good at it and you make a good lift, it looks light, that look like a broomstick.
Yeah, technique is excellent tonight, and it's really encouraging. We've got 3 attempts left, 2 for the defending champion, 1 for his teammate who's coming out on stage now. So the bar goes to 136 kilos for Césaire. By virtue of his lighter body weight, if he lifts this, not only is this a new personal best, of course, but it gives him first place and the possibility of a gold medal, but the certainty of a medal. He's in the silver medal position at the moment. And that takes him into gold. So he goes gold. Macedonia of Belarus into silver. And now just the champion with 2 attempts. But you can see why they've got hopeful thoughts about this young man.
Yeah, boy, nobody's giving up any ground here. Look at this. Looks like a lift he's made tens of times before, maybe more than that. Look at that.
So lighter body weight puts him into first place, but here comes the defending champion, his own teammate. So he just puts it up to 137, real sensible tactics, because he's heavier than his teammate. So he's just taking 1 kilo more, 137, which will secure the gold medal in the first half of the competition, the snatch phase. And then he's got 1 attempt to try and put some distance between himself and his opponents going towards the second half of the championship. 137 for Birgin, right up there with the sort of best kilos that he's been lifting, and just about still. 3 white lights. Well, I think he was quite lucky here because he got a very fast down buzzer, Randy. See what you think.
The lift was maybe a little bit ragged too. He's shaking a little bit at the top, but you know what? He said, you know what, you guys are chasing me, but I'm going to win this lift.
Have a look at this.
Yeah. He's moving.
Right, hold on. It's quite a quick down signal.
Yeah, well, we haven't seen that before here, have we, David?
No.
but you know, I think the point remains, they put the pressure on him. They said, bring it on, and you know what? He answered them. He got the lift. Maybe he got a little preferential treatment there. good decision as far as his career goes here tonight.
Now, Randy, this is the interesting point. So he's got the gold medal, and he's in the lead. Now he's got one attempt left, and this is his chance to give himself a little bit of a cushion. So, you know, where does he really go from here? In Goyang, he was snatching 135, 139 going on the bar here. So this would give him a 3-kilo cushion.
Last attempt, though, we thought didn't really look perfect. We thought maybe he got a little bit of break from the referees also. And, you know, he doesn't want to waste energy here. Plus, he doesn't want to go into the clean and jerk missing his last snatch. So it's a gamble. And we'll see whether or not this is a wise choice. If he makes it, of course, we'll say, oh, great decision. And if he loses the attempt, we'll say, well, it wasn't a good choice.
I'm just thinking, you know, just looking at, you know, clean and jerks and where would he be? He's, you know, we've seen 155, we've seen 165 out of him, you know. We saw 165 in the under-23s from Biljin last October in the clean and jerk phase. We saw 143 in that under-23 competition in the snatch, so he's short of that.
Yeah, and this wasn't a bluff. This wasn't something they just put up there to put a number up or maybe try to intimidate the competition. He's coming out for this, wants to make the left.
This is whatever happens, this is a Turkey 1-2 going into the second half of the competition.
This sounds like a recipe.
Turkey already with 6 golds, a silver and 2 bronze medals at these championships. And powering away at the top of the overall medal table. 139 for a 3-kilo advantage. Very good. Shows what champions are made of. Well, the strength was there, Randy. No question about it.
Yeah, and I guess, you know, we picked a smart weight for him, didn't we? Because he succeeded. But, you know, he got driven down pretty low in this. Let's see if we can notice this on the instant replay. This was a heavyweight for him. He mastered it. But I think we're seeing that shaking again, too. Let's see the bottom position. See, look how low he goes. No style points, though. The important thing is he made the left.
Yeah, once or twice they can look ugly, but he got the job done, and he's given himself that all-important cushion. He's got the gold medal, and Turkey are in fine shape here with 2 men at the top of the leaderboard going into the second half. They've got 15 minutes, but there it is. Biljin 139, 3 kilos over his teammate Cesare. Then Makhveldenia for Belarus. Didn't put a foot wrong. He's on 136. Lighter body weight there, costing him the heavier body weight, costing him the silver medal. And then Romania's Antonio Buciu is not out of this, only a kilo behind. And there's only 7 kilos separating the top 5, so a really competitive